Hey everyone, today we're diving into the much anticipated 2026 Honda Prelude, a car that's been stirring up conversations everywhere it goes. It's sleek, it's a hybrid, and it's trying to live up to one of Honda's most iconic names. But here's the kicker, people can't seem to agree if this is a true sports coupe or just a dressed up Civic. And the reactions? Well, let's just say they're fascinating. From enthusiasts to casual fans, everyone seems to have a strong opinion about the Prelude's performance, design, and of course, the price. So buckle up, because we're going to explore what the public is saying about this new coupe and why it's getting so much attention. And hey, if you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more car reactions, reviews, and spirited takes on the latest releases. Now let's talk money, because this is where the conversation really heats up. The 2026 Prelude starts at around $43,195 MSRP, and many viewers immediately raised eyebrows. Some feel this price is far too high for what you're getting, especially when you compare it to cars like the BMW 230i, which starts at a similar price but offers more horsepower and features. Many expressed that at $35,000 to $36,000, the car would be much more appealing. At $43,000 and beyond, people argue it enters a crowded market with faster or more luxurious alternatives like the Civic Si, GR86, MX-5, Golf R, or even entry-level luxury cars. Some even suggested that in markets like Canada, tariffs make it even pricier, which only adds to the frustration. That said, there are those who defended the price, highlighting Honda's build quality, reliability, and the unique hybrid system. A few noted that it's technically cheaper than the original Prelude in adjusted dollars, and that it still carries Honda's DNA in a modern package. The Prelude's hybrid setup seems to be one of the most polarizing topics. On one hand, some people appreciate the instant torque and fuel efficiency. The hybrid system gives the car a peppy feel in town and makes it stand out among typical coupes. One person even called it a moving racing simulator because of how the S Plus shift and augmented engine sound create a unique driving experience. But others feel the hybrid falls short in true performance. Some mentioned that the car's 200 horsepower, while respectable, doesn't quite satisfy enthusiasts who remember Preludes of the past. Over 60 miles per hour, the hybrid reportedly falls off hard compared to a Civic Si or a manual sports car. There's also debate over the augmented engine noise. It's fun for some, but artificial for others, with a few wishing Honda would allow it to be disabled. Some dreamers out there wish the Prelude had a detuned Type R engine, or even the Accord 2.0T for more punch. A lot of people pointed out that a manual transmission would have made this car truly engaging, and that without it, the driving experience feels incomplete for enthusiasts. Still, there's a recognition that hybrid tech may be pointing toward the future of sporty, efficient coupes. On the aesthetics front, the Prelude scores high marks. Many feel it's a beautiful car with a sleek, modern design that feels sporty yet elegant. People appreciated the 2+2 seating, the sport seats with asymmetrical bolsters, and the liftback trunk for practicality. But there are criticisms as well. Some think the interior lacks character, describing it as a Civic with makeup and missing certain premium touches like a sunroof, ventilated seats, and a more engaging dashboard. A few felt that the seats in the back were uncomfortable, and the rear cabin offers little value. Still, even among the critiques, there's admiration for Honda trying to blend sportiness with hybrid efficiency. Some enthusiasts also noticed small touches like Brembo brakes and suspension tuning borrowed from Type R DNA, but questioned the need for such hardware without matching power to justify it. It's impossible to discuss the Prelude without bringing up its legacy. Many expressed disappointment that this new model isn't the direct spiritual successor to the Gen 3 Prelude, the car that defined a generation in the late 80s and early 90s. Instead, it's seen by some as a hybrid Civic coupe with a familiar nameplate. People drew comparisons to older Preludes, Civic Si, GR86, MX-5, and even the Type R. The general sentiment is that while the car is fun and unique, it doesn't deliver the raw excitement that classic Preludes or other modern sports cars offer at a lower price. Some argued that a two-door manual with slightly more power would have struck the perfect middle ground between the Civic Si and Type R, a car they'd actually line up to buy. Others, however, see the Prelude as a niche product designed for those who value style, fuel efficiency, and hybrid tech over raw speed. It may not appeal to the hardcore enthusiast, but it's perfect for someone looking for a fun city coupe with a dash of Honda heritage. The term momentum car came up a lot in discussions. Some viewers joked that reviewers seem to tiptoe around the car's performance, trying not to offend Honda while describing a vehicle that feels more about maintaining momentum than delivering explosive acceleration. Indeed, while the Prelude hit 0 to 60 in around 6.6 seconds, some people felt it lacks the thrill of other modern sports cars, especially when merging onto highways or pushing it beyond city speeds. Yet others embrace this, saying that the hybrid's instant torque makes it enjoyable for city driving and spirited weekend trips. One enthusiast even suggested it's the kind of car that might shine best in a Frankenstein build for weekend fun rather than as a daily driver. A recurring theme in the discussion is pricing versus value. With tariffs in the US, some argue the car becomes even less accessible, pushing prices toward $45,000 and beyond. Many feel that at this price, it competes with cars offering more horsepower, better interiors, or a manual option. There's also a sentiment that Honda might be intentionally keeping the first model year underwhelming to sell more units over time while saving the enthusiast-focused upgrades, manual options, Type R power, and AWD hybrid systems for later releases. Essentially, some see the 2026 Prelude as a Phase 1 car aimed at broader appeal rather than hardcore enthusiasts. Despite mixed reviews, one thing is clear, the Prelude has captured attention. Some people love it for its styling, hybrid torque, and Honda DNA. Others are frustrated by the high price, lack of manual transmission, and what they perceive as compromised performance. Many hope that future iterations might address these issues, adding more power, offering manual transmissions, or incorporating more performance-oriented tech. Others are content to wait a few years for prices to drop or for used models to become available. There's also a broader recognition that this car represents a transition in sports coupes, merging efficiency, hybrid tech, and performance in a package that's not designed to compete with the pure gas-powered thrill machines of the past. It's a niche vehicle aimed at a select audience who values style, eco-consciousness, and hybrid performance over raw numbers. So, what's the takeaway from all this public reaction? The 2026 Honda Prelude is a car that excites, frustrates, and confuses in equal measure. It's a beautiful hybrid coupe with Honda heritage, but its price, lack of manual transmission, and conservative powertrain leaves some enthusiasts feeling underwhelmed. Some see it as a fun city car or a stylish weekend toy, while others think it should have delivered more punch for its price. Ultimately, the Prelude sparks conversation about hybrid tech, the evolution of sports coupes, and what we expect from a modern Honda with an iconic name. Now, we want to hear from you. Would you consider the 2026 Prelude despite its price and hybrid setup, or do you think Honda missed the mark on this one? Drop your thoughts below and let's see what the wider community thinks about this intriguing, polarizing coupe.